you know, a little bit of like notes, they can still catch up.
Yeah,
and they can catch up quick.
They can hashtag Saw with Talon here as we see whether they can take the key over to old guys. I mean, can you imagine being part of the Talon team? You're like doing your research, right? You finish a sweaty match up against God of Warriors and like, yes, we beat our opponents from May. Okay, we're up against old guys. Let's see what they picked. And then you see them pick a Mammoth. You're like, what is going on here?
What in tarnation?
Wait a minute. How did Glaceon slip through Sync 1? Snags that one up instantaneously.
Well, I mean, again, if it's not banned, it's going to be first. Oh well, it's not even first pick, but
first phase
Talon
pick.
They don't even care about the Glaceon. Again, yeah, sure, that is something we need to talk about as well, right? Like Glaceon, really great Pokemon right now, really huge damage, but yeah, it's still very squishy. Absolutely. It's a glass cannon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Old guys going back for the Machamp. So this is something we saw 100% pick rate for them. Very interesting lineup coming out from Talon. And one thing I just realized, I must have missed it in the head-to-head, but they actually swapped out Blank for Ralphie. So a bit of a player switch here. All 4 other players are remaining. But very interesting lineup. MXI going to be on that Mr. Mime, maybe hoping to get that Aristocrat Hollowware a bit early. If he does well, you know, maybe the Pokemon company will be like, we grant you this early access. Okay, I'm kidding. That doesn't happen, guys.
Wait,
don't go.
I'm getting. Oh, okay. Hold up.
Okay.
Ralphie
is Blank.
This is interesting. No. Ralphie is Olenams.
Huh? No, you're kidding
Ralphie,
me. No.
I am not.
Olenams is Blank?
I am not. This is why, I guess this is why their name is Ralphie, because they don't want to get associated with the name Olenams. I don't know. But Ralphie is Olenams' name.
Wait, are you sure?
It's Ralph Manel. Yeah. Ralphie is the substitute player for Talon here, which is on their list, which I just saw. I double checked.
No way.
And it is Olenams.
Damn, okay, so we get the old school Dream Team Talon back in the fray here. This was what? Was this what did they used to go under? What was their old tag? Was it Reach?
Pokemon.
Oh my god,
Pokemon.
It's the Reach boys back in action. And wow, okay. This is gonna be something to watch here. I mean, Olenams, very, very well known, as we all know, for the Sylveon, but another very strong damage over time special attacker in that Blastoise. Zora, like I said, Zora, Mr. Mime, Blastoise, Chandelier, very interesting lineup. And up against old guys, going back to some of the solid picks that they're used to running. So this should be a banger here, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, so here we go. The second match of the day here. That is it is going to be the upper bracket semifinals. It is going to be Talon versus old guys.
Yeah, and a lot of hopes here riding on Talon. I think, you know, it can't be understated that there's a high degree of pressure, right? I think after you sort of fall short of where you're aiming for, your goals for consecutive times, it starts to feel a little bit like, oh, okay, you know, did we really make the right choice here? There's that pressure, right? You want to make sure you're keeping your org happy. You want to make sure you're living up to expectations. So I wonder how that's all playing out for them. I mean, knowing Talon, the old Reach Pokemon, there used to be times where they would buckle under pressure, and hopefully that's not the case because Worlds is on the line. Yokohama, man.
No, yeah, I mean, there's no time for you here to just to waver yourself, you know, because you have to be really consistent this time around. You cannot have any, like, say, signs of weakness here, because once you do, you're just gonna be taken out of that chance to get in on the Worlds. But as I say that, Ron, you're gonna be able to take down one. Omega 2 Mayhem is gonna be taken out as well.
Beautiful stuff coming out from the Zoroark Bronze, just finding his angle. And like you said, Glaceon might be broken, might be disgusting as a Pokemon, but still very, very susceptible to these high damage speedsters like that Zoroark.
This is quite nostalgic.
Is it? You feeling it a bit? No, that's what I'm feeling as well. I'm like, you really? We got the old Reach? Like, it's kind of vibes. Like, I mean, for those of you who've been following, I guess, APAC-EAST specifically, or maybe the Filipino region, this brings back, like, memories. I'm getting, like, a bit of flashbacks to, like last year, you know what I mean? Like, it's
when they were still not Talon, you know?
Yeah, before they were Talon, and I mean now that they are Talon, oh, okay. Sniping down that Snorlax easily here. The Glaceon trying to create the distance, but Sync just gonna get slashed out again. Brone starting to run away with things with that Night Slash. He's not done just yet. The submission is there, but I don't know whether that's gonna be enough to hold off this onslaught. Talon, they bring the heat early on.
This is the aggression that Talon has been missing out from the April and the May qualifiers, and this is the kind of aggression that we didn't get to see before.
Yeah.
But now that they are back on their original lineup, it's just, well,
the boys are back.
There's nothing that you can say. All you have to do is just, all you can do is watch.
I mean, yeah, that's for sure. I think there's a certain I mean, I've never had the privilege of playing competitive, but I mean, there must be a certain level of comfort just playing back with the team that you're so used to, so familiar with. Everybody knows exactly how, everybody's on the same page, you know, everyone knows how each other wants to play.
It's second nature.
Yeah, you don't even need to really, like you said, you don't really need to say anything, you already know what's going to go on. Now, we'll have to see how well this team play comes into effect here as we get our first major team fight. Both teams eyeing up this Regirock. It's the first major objective, and Sync already at a level 8, so Glacial Stage is available.
Glacial Stage is available indeed, and it's going to be popped up as well. But unfortunately, though, that's what I'm talking about earlier. Sure, huge damage coming in from the Glaceon, but it's still not going to be enough because it is very squishy. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, and all trainers alike, Talon is not going to be able to take that Regirock for themselves, but they still were able to win that team fight, taking down 2 into the set of all guys.
Oh, I'm a little worried for them now. Talon, I mean, we've seen these early game Pokemon like that Urshifu, like that Zoroark start to slowly fall off if you're not able to leverage and maintain an advantage. If you're able to just pick up small little boosts of EXP to your entire team like that by securing these objectives, it goes a long way, and huge props to this Machamp here. I mean, he just managed to jump in there, submission, and put that Regirock into his team's hand. So nice little buff. They want this Regieleki though, Talon. They don't want to walk away without one Regi, and looks like they're going to be able to grab it.
Yeah, it's currently right now getting in that Regieleki for Talon as well, putting them in such a huge advantage as well. Even though they lost a Regirock from the bottom pad, it's still not going to be a lot though for Talon, because look at the pressure that they're putting up against all guys right now.
Wow.
And even if they are getting a little bit overextended here, they are using it against all guys as well. And look at that, it's going to be 2-for-1 trade here in favor of Talon.
I mean, it was it was a really nice block pushback coming out from RBX on that Snorlax, but they just full send it, right? Talon, they open the rings, they bring the whole squad, and they force it through. They don't manage to break the goal zone, but they managed to get a few nice KOs. But I don't know whether that was necessarily a worthwhile use of the Unite moves, because you have the basement Regi coming up in 25, and you're not going to have those tools at your disposal, JJ.
Yeah, and man, it's another a bit of like all guys is sorry, I'm getting grumbled here.
Yeah,
all guys is just getting.
I think Olanam's coming back has just completely stumped you a bit. I think like we're getting to like mad nostalgia. I think that's what's going on here, right? It's just like, whoa, what is even going on right now?
Yeah, because again, it's just like a different kind of like play style than what we've seen from Talon.
Already Steel secured up by that Alola Ninetales. Nice amount of damage, combining the moves perfectly here as, oh wow, the Power Nap manages to single out the Chandelier, and really nicely done from RBX, once again putting in the work on his defenders, and he's gonna make it happen. They lose that Glaceon again, but no longer the titular piece. The rest of the team standing strong. The Hydro Typhoon gonna get blocked out by that hindrance resistance. RBX, a man on a mission here on this Snorlax, wants to put a dent into Talon's advantage right now, but MXI gonna push back the pressure. It's showtime right now. The Mime putting on the pressure, and right now the block managing to keep that Snorlax up and running. This skirmish is going on for ages, JJ.
Yes, indeed it is, and Talon is not going to let it end anytime soon, as they're going to be able to try to take down this Snorlax for themselves. Even if they are overextending, they don't care because they know who they are with. And just like that, Talon getting in that XP advantage, getting in that advantage in terms of the number of the score goals and the scores as well for themselves. 198 to 115.
Yeah, I mean, that really was just kind of a short-lived kind of situation for old guys, right? Because since maybe 30 seconds before they lost that fight, they already knew the decision was already made. You saw that Glaceon in the top side trying to soak up as much recovery EXP as she can, already at that level 13. So definitely pays dividends here. It comes at the cost of them losing their tier 1 goal zone, but all things considered, not necessarily the worst thing, right? Especially when you're going into this final stretch. You're already up against the Hoopa with the increased mobility, the Rings Unbound to help you get around the map. So the last thing you want is easily accessible outer tier 1 goal zones for your opponents to get those double ducats in. So I overall, I like this move from old guys. Might seem like they're in the back foot, but I think they're gearing up for a successful final stretch fight here.
Hold on, I'm trying to look for ways here for old guys to actually get in on to the side of Talon, because Talon definitely does have the advantage in terms of the powers. The raw damage here. So old guys, if they have to really if they really want to win against Talon here, they would have to take down. First and foremost, they need to take out Kai here with that of the Hoopa.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then immediately after is Braun with that of the Zoroark, because those are the major damage dealers here in the side of Talon. And once they can take down Hoopa and Zoroark, then they can breathe in easier than they have to, basically.
10 Unite moves, 2 teams, and 1 Rayquaza in the center to face it off. The submission, forcing the Hydro Typhoon out. Managing to knock out 4, and Zoroark goes in, crushes them to bits, and bro, the night falls on old guys right now. Time to go to sleep. It's past your bedtime. Bro clocks them all out with a beautiful setup, and Olanams on his return game to the broadcast. What a beautiful setup.
That is what I'm talking about. Talon does have so much of a power advantage than that of old guys. That old guys was just not able to do anything. And look at this right now. This all of them just attacking in everyone. Doesn't even care at the moment, because again, there's 498 points. They have so much of a lead against that of old guys. And old guys, even if they do have like 50 across the board, they still won't have enough time to score in.
I mean, there's definitely some flaws that we're seeing in this team composition. Like you said, old guys, they don't really have a way, apart from this Snorlax, of making things happen. You saw what exactly happened there. The Kindred's resistance from the rapid spin counteracts that Snorlax's initiation. He couldn't find anyone other than Blastoise. Forced the goal on him. They're trying to make a final last-ditch hurrah, but 30 seconds left, and you have Dream to deal with this Chandelier, able of putting out so much damage.
Overheat.
And the jump here, it's just coming through. Nightfall days out as well. Barrage Blow trying to push them back, but lands. He can't stand his ground. The Hydro Typhoon wipes him out of the picture, and just like that, the members on the side of old guys, they're falling low to this one Ralphie Olanams Blastoise, and they pull him through the hyperspace. Or another dunk, insult to injury as the dust settles. Old guys, they get just clocked out of this game number 1.
Well, that is Reach Pokemon. That is Talon. It's actually